We are going to take a quick ride through some of the most significant developments in the history of rail transport. It all started with the idea of the wagonway, which was no more than a tracked road. This was already used in ancient Greece to transport ships over land. But rail's actual development was initiated around 1500 AD for the purposes of mining in Europe. Carts with wooden rollers were pushed by hand or drawn by horses, moving forward in a track bed. Later on, the rollers were adjusted slightly in order to fit onto wooden rails laid upon blocks of wood. Next, the rails were cast in iron to reduce friction and wear, which demanded iron wheels as well. The possibilities of the Industrial Revolution inspired the first malleable iron rail, an invention that rapidly led to railway as we know it today. At the start of the 19th century, the world's first passenger rail was built, which prompted new developments in carriage design. Shortly after that, horsepower became superfluous, as the steam engine was implemented in locomotives. In 1825, the first public railway to partially make use of steam traction opened. 5 years later, the first exclusively steam-powered line ran. And after that, the steam locomotive was quickly introduced throughout Europe and the United States. It became a successful way of transport worldwide for almost a century. Although steam locomotives are rarely in use anymore, they represent a cultural icon that is still admired today. Late in the 19th century, electricity became a new power source in railways. After several earlier experiments, the first electrified passenger train rode in Berlin with a speed of 13 kilometers per hour, its power derived from a battery. More ways of transmitting electricity were also invented, in overhead lines or as a third rail on the track. It became a useful source for tram and underground systems, being highly efficient and taking away the noise and health risks of steam power within urban areas. Around the same time, the diesel engine was also invented. This made it possible to have an internal combustion engine, which was quickly used in combination with electric power, reducing high electrification costs. The first diesel locomotives were developed in the US and former Soviet Union. And in time, various types of transmission have also been established. Diesel-electric transmission has proved to be the most successful, and together with full electric tracks, their advantages have realized the near-complete replacement of steam locomotives around the mid-20th century. Through these key moments in history, railways have globally developed into the fastest, most reliable, most intensively used public transport systems. It is a complex, diverse, and socially relevant phenomenon that keeps moving forward. We happily welcome you to the world of rail.